7 days in, at least 239 hostages remain captive in Gaza. Saturday night, just last night, tens of thousands of Israelis came together to demand their loved ones return, calling on the government, world leaders, and the International Red Cross to step up and do something now. Now, to talk more about these efforts, I'm joined by Professor Hagai Levine, the head of the medical team for the Hostages and Missing Families Forum. Thank you so much for being with us. We continue to see for the past 37 days your team and your efforts to get these hostages released, but recently you're also stepping up efforts as far as the medical concerns for these hostages. What can you tell us?
The time is running. We know from the medical information provided by the families that many of the people abducted from their homes need urgent medical care. You know, for someone with diabetes who is not getting the proper treatment, someone with brain tumor, a woman who needs now to undergo radiotherapy for breast cancer, a 9 months, now 10 months old baby who needs his formula, and his brother Ariel Bibas, who is 4 years old, who is small for his age, and he needs specific food, dietary needs. And 37 days, this is something you cannot cover up for such a long time. So we are worried sick, and the families are worried sick. You must, everyone understand, this is against the Geneva Convention. This is against any basic morality that they did not get access to the Red Cross to ensure that they get proper medical care. The families did not get sign of life, and this is horrible. And we demand from the organizations around the world, from the Red Cross, to do something, to act now. We had a large demonstration of the health professionals in Israel and in several cities around the world, demanding the Red Cross to act now. Tomorrow, we are going to present for the first time a specific report for the health of women captivated, and they have special vulnerabilities that need to be addressed. And again, we all need to do our best and to put all the pressure, and we pray and hope that this week we will see a change, and at least many of them come back home now.
For these healthcare professionals, they continue to look and see the Red Cross really do little to nothing. How does it feel as these medical professionals to know that these patients, these children, these elderly people need this medical care? They don't even have a list of the names of the hostages, let alone visitation rights to go in and see how they're doing and provide medical care.
I must say, in terms of solidarity and trust, it's very problematic for us. As a human being, as a physician, I must tell you, I'm also concerned about the health of Palestinians in Gaza, seriously. And it's regardless of anything else, if you are health professionals, you should care. Anyone in the world, you don't need to be pro-Israeli. If you are pro-human, you need to care about the health conditions of the innocent hostages captivated by the Hamas. And all of us, and especially the Red Cross, who got responsibility to aid in such situation, need to be active, not to be passive, not to be silent, to speak up. And that's what we expect from the Red Cross. And I must tell you that we got a lot of support from health professionals, and I call our viewers, speak up, send letters to the Red Cross, go to your representative or to the media and tell them that you care. And I must say that for the families, it's very important when people around the world and professionals say that they care and that they want their beloved to go back home. It helps them at least to know that they are not alone. And as I said, tomorrow we are going to focus on the women. It's very important, just women for women to have this sense that they are not alone out there, wherever they are, under the ground in Gaza.
What are you hearing from the Red Cross? Have they provided any excuses or reasons as to why they have done nothing so far?
Well, they say that they don't get access from the Hamas, so they cannot come in. And I must say that we understand that in reality, it's not only within their hands. We truly understand that. But what we demand from everyone to understand this unique situation, to understand, as I started, that the clock is ticking, that the time of the essence, and to think, out of the box, and to say it very clearly again, just this very simple statement that the Red Cross and anyone in the world can say, these innocent people must get access to medical care from the Red Cross, must get sign of life, and must be released now. This is very simple and very human. That's what the Red Cross could say out loud. I know that usually they don't want to speak in the media, but as they and as the World Health Organization and other organizations spoke very clearly in the media for the humanitarian and for the Palestinians in Gaza. And again, they can say whatever they think is right. They should also do the same for the innocent people abducted and under the ground now within the hands of the Hamas. That's what we want, not to be biased, just to do this basic humanitarian issue, to take care of them, because otherwise, who's taking care of them? And if not now, when? We are very worried. Every day is life-threatening for them.
What about the Israeli government? Have they been supporting or joining your calls at all? I know most of you are volunteers. You're not getting paid for your efforts right now. So have you heard any support from the Israeli government?
We are volunteers. We, again, demand from the Israeli government to do whatever they can. I must say, unfortunately, and again, as a physician, I believe and live for the sanctity of life. I think life is the most important thing, and I think that for the Israeli society, and many of the abducted are not necessarily Israelis, but for the Israeli society, we were raised on the motto that you don't leave wounded people in the field. You even risk your life to bring them back and to treat them. And that's what we, the families and the forum, expect from the government. Do whatever needed to bring them back. This is number one priority, because otherwise there is no solidarity in Israel. It means that as a society, we forgot. And these people and many of the abducted people, their family members were murdered on October 7th massacre. So they were left alone on October 7th, and now in captivity, they are also left alone. So we do our job. We demand to act. We expect the Israeli government, the global leaders, and the Red Cross and the humanitarian organization to do their job and find the way to bring them home now safely.
In your efforts for these past 37 days really now, have you seen any changes from your organized efforts? Have you seen anything truly happening when it comes to the hostage situation?
There is a lot of talking, little action. We are very, I don't know if to say pleased, but we are very happy that 4 women were released and 1 was saved by the Israel Defense Forces. And every person, is the whole world. But there are still 239. And each one of them, is needed. A mother, that her children don't have their mother now, and the vice versa. A child that was kidnapped without a parent. This is something that is unbearable. I think about it every moment, every hour, and the families, they don't have day and night. And that's, I think, all of us around the world should have this feeling, that Orly Gilboa, the mother of Daniela Gilboa, said yesterday at the rally. She said, everyone, take your hand, put it on your heart, feel your heart. Now think about my daughter or anyone else of the hostages. Do you feel them? Do you feel their heart? Because their heart could stop any moment when they are within the hands of the Hamas, who we know what they did on October 7th. That's the kind of sense that you, Nicole, and our viewers should have. What if it was your daughter, your mother, your sister, or your brother? And that's how we feel, and we all should do more. Because so far, a lot of talking, a lot of rumors, but no actions. And this week, today, tomorrow, Tuesday, I think it must be done now.
Professor Hagai Levine, thank you for sharing your concerns and also a voice to those 239 that remain hostage. Thank you.